All right guys, we're gonna show you how to put on our rear dual rate spring kit from B&R Motorsports. Stock, this is what your spring looks like. This is gonna be on RZR 900S. Basically, this is just a sag spring. When this spring coil binds, basically just keeps pressure on it and runs on this main spring. So when you add our dual rate spring kit, it's gonna give it a lot nicer feeling at low speeds. And it's also going to resist bottoming even more because once it does transition to the main spring is stiffer. You can put these on without any additional valving or changes done, but obviously we do recommend always having them sent in, freshened up, serviced, and valved while you're doing it. But if you just bought the spring kit, we're going to show you how to install it. So here's your collars here for your preload. I'm going to take a punch or a chisel or something. We have a good Motion Pro punch. Just sits right in the collar. Just like that, you just break it loose. A few hits there, and you should be able to get that down without any issue. This is just a locking collar, so you can run that locking collar off. Just a little way to get your other car loose. Sometimes you'll be able to loosen these by hand, where you can grab the spring and turn it, as you can see. Other times you'll have to spin them as well. You basically just take enough preload off of these till you can get your spring clips out. If you have an extra set of hands with you, sometimes you don't have to go quite as far to do these. You'll be able to pry these springs off. But if you're by yourself, you're gonna have to run these down. You can use a pair of pliers or something on these once it kind of gets stuck. This is a spanner wrench. These are nice to have too. You can pick these up fairly cheaply. If you want to use one of these and be a little more precise with it, not mark the stuff up as well, you can do that. You can see these have quite a bit of preload on them. So you're gonna have to really run these down to get these off. I'm gonna show you how much you gotta take off basically to be able to do it by yourself. But like I said, if you do have two hands, another set of hands to help you, you don't have to take these down quite as far. Now there's a shock bumper up in here that you'll have to pull out of the way so you can get your clip out. You can tell we're still not quite where I want to be to pull this out by myself. So you just have to keep working this down. You got plenty of thread to do it. We'll see if that'll do the trick, which still not gonna quite get it done. So we're gonna have to go a little bit further. The more you get these down, the easier these will become to spin. You can see you'll be able to start spinning these by hand. You wanna make sure your shocks are fairly clean when you do it. These are a little bit dirty, but I'm just going to show you these to how the spring's going to go on. These are actually going to come apart for a full service and valve anyways, so I'm just going to show you how to do this here real quick. And once you get enough off there, you just be able to press down on the spring and work your clip out. You pull your spring off. You won't be reusing any of these. Your spring collars. Now, your spring kit's gonna come with one crossover, one main spring, one what we call tender spring, two adapters. Spring adapters should be in the spring already. If it's not, just tap it in, put it in. Slide your spring on. Crossover can go either way, large or small side. We're usually gonna run the large side up. If you wanna make them even softer, you can run the small. Slide that on, just like that. Then we're going to put the spring on. And that's all you gotta do. Slide that back in there, and then your springs are on. Set your preload. We recommend on these rears, you measure from here up, and we've been setting them at about 2.5 inches. So you basically just do the reverse, go up to your 2.5 inches, and then lock your collars down, and you're good to go.